Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Israel in Style. I'm your host, Emmanuel Kadosh, and I'm here to give you guys an inside look at the top Israeli designers, the best musicians, artists, bloggers, and so much more. And today we are taking a trip down memory lane to show you the best of the best from the last couple of months on Israel in Style. To kick off today's show, we have the owner of one of the hottest spots in Tel Aviv, Fat Cow. Now, that might sound offensive to some people, but when you're talking about a burger joint, that's definitely the feeling I get after leaving. So, say hello once again to the owner of Coco Bambino and most recently the best burger spot in Tel Aviv, Tom Aviv.
You said the best burger.
I said it?
It's not me, it's you.
Okay, no, but it's justified considering I'm a burger addict and I'm obsessed with your burgers. So first of all, how is Fat Cow doing? How did it start? Tell me a little bit about it.
Actually, I didn't want to open a burger joint, to be honest.
Let's put that out on the table.
To be honest, I knew that after Omer Miller, Susus and Sons, and me opening a burger joint, I will immediately be
in competition,
in competition,
or whatever, yeah.
and they will see me as someone who copied his way. You know, we're a small country.
Of course.
So I didn't want to open one. My partners came, my partners from Coco Bambino, they found this spot, the location of Fat Cow
Which is a great location.
It's a great location, yes.
Yeah.
North Tel
Aviv, yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of young people. And they said, we want the location, but it's good only for burger, because it makes sense.
Right, with the atmosphere, you know, we have sushi, we have pasta, we have all of that, yeah.
And you have nothing around.
Exactly.
The Moses closed, and Susu is way back. So I said, okay, but I want something different. And asked him, what does it mean? And I said, listen, Susu and Sons is everything.
Yeah.
There's guacamole on it, and there's Thai burgers.
Then there's sweet potato burgers, the cauliflower burgers.
Everything.
A huge selection, yeah.
Everything you can imagine,
he
put some burgers.
Yes.
And I said, I don't want to do the same shtick.
Yeah.
Because I can't be Omer Miller. Yeah. I don't want to be Omer Miller, and I think Omer Miller
does his thing the way he does it. Yeah.
He's great.
Yes, definitely.
So they told me, what do you want? So 180 degrees
change.
Opposite.
Yeah.
Like total change. And they said, okay, so what do you want? I said, I want to keep it simple. I don't want vegetables. I don't want extras. I don't want nothing.
You have 3 things on your menu, right?
Right now 4, because we
4 things on his menu, people. Okay, and so your classic burger, which is my personal favorite, obviously.
My personal favorite.
My personal favorite. What does it have on it? Please share with everyone out loud what it has on it.
There's nothing on it.
I don't get it. Ow.
There's aioli underneath it, and 2 buns, obviously.
Which are really, really good buns, let me just tell you.
Yes, and pav.
Oh, really?
Yes, and that's the secret, because if you use a brioche bun with this juicy burger, it gets like mush.
Soggy, and yeah.
And then you get like a soggy ball, and then you can't eat it.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's it, aioli, patty, and 2 buns.
Does that sound normal to you? Realistically, you've had burgers before. You've had burgers before. Have you ever seen a burger that has nothing on it and no option to put anything on it? I
heard about a place called In-N-Out.
Ah.
And I heard they have no extras and no vegetables.
In-N-Out.
And it's good.
It's really bomb, yeah.
So, I tell you what.
Yes.
We were open to the idea of us having some extras and vegetables.
Right.
And we tried the burger for 4 months before we opened, before we launched Fat Cow.
Where was I when you were doing these test runs?
I don't know.
Where were
Coco? And we tried. We tried everything. We put lettuce, and we put some pickles, and we put everything. But the meat is so good, first of all. And secondly, it's so juicy that everything gets ruined when you put it in the whole thing.
But people went crazy over the fact that, you know, I even brought my brother there, who we have a, you know, our family.
Of course.
We have a very hamburger-obsessed family. And so we got there, and I told my brother, I was like, give it a minute. And he was like, no, what do you mean? I need onions on my burger. And he's not the type of person to put anything extra. And he goes, but I need onions. I go, give it a minute. He ate the burger, and I can even call him right now. He single-handedly said it was the best burger ever.
So that's
it's the meat. There's something like in the actual burger that makes you taste the burger.
One of my partners, that he's a partner only on Fat Cow, not in Coco.
Right.
He's a butcher. His butchery is in Sarona Market.
Got it.
And he's the best butcher in Israel.
You could tell.
He's the best butcher in Israel. When my partner told me I want to open a burger joint, I told him, only him.
Okay.
Nothing else.
So what about the name?
Fat Cow.
Because you stirred up some drama over here in Tel Aviv with this name.
I know.
Like I feel personally like criticized when I go and eat this burger.
You should.
You should, for sure.
Of course. You should. That's the whole point.
Definitely.
I like the drama.
I do.
I like to shout.
Oh yeah, we know.
And this is my kind of shouting.
I love this. This is on top of the fact that it's a burger, you know, the whole vibe and atmosphere of the place is really clean, to the point, very direct. You
Very
know what
grungy.
I mean? Yeah, which I love.
Very London style and not going towards the US.
American,
the huge,
Agreed.
the toppings, the cheeses. I didn't want that.
I love that.
We're going to take it farther.
I'm sure.
We're going to do graffiti on the sidewall.
I'm sure.
And some playground things.
And
we're taking it
a step further, let's say.
A step further in the future.
And so I know that you were speaking of London, there's a secret project, whatever, we can't know about it. But what I can tell you is that both of your recent restaurant opens have been Khamsa successful. Everything's been going great.
There's no wood.
We can find some wood. There we go. And so I can only hope that, you know, your next project that you'll obviously come here and tell me about will be extremely, you know, successful, and that I'll be, you know, there for the opening.
And maybe for the way.
And, you know.
Then you won't ask you, what about me when we taste the burgers?
Exactly.
I know.
Listen, if you're in the Tel Aviv area, or actually anywhere in Israel for that matter, do yourself a favor and make your way to Fat Cow to truly feel like the ultimate Fat Cow. And of course, if you haven't been and are literally missing out, check out Coco Bambino for the best wine, dine, and party experience. So some of you may be watching this show and absolutely fall in love with the Holy Land, and rightfully so. This country is filled with tons of amazing people, delicious food, and great opportunities, right? But some of you will say you can't move here because you don't know the language, and that is where my next guest comes in. She's one of the founders behind the Fluent TLV, a concept that connects language learning with culture. Jessica Tilton, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. Me and you were just talking about this 2 seconds ago. You're saying that a lot of people have an issue actually learning languages, right? So tell us a little bit about what your company does and how it kind of works.
So not only people who want to come to Israel are frustrated about Hebrew, it's a very general phenomenon that people are frustrated and think that language learning it's only for smart people.
Right.
So we come to say that's not true. It depends how you do it. So our way of doing it is both in a way to fix and improve and make it more efficient, but also to provide basically a positive impact on society. How do we do that? We connect the learning to the culture and to the people behind it.
So it's not just specifically Hebrew.
No.
And it's not just specifically Israeli culture.
No. So practically what we do is we do a few things. One of the things we do are events, really big events every Saturday night. So weekly, where a bunch of people, like 200 people, meet up together to practice between 12 and 17 different languages. And basically what happens is that you can join the event and join any language table you want. And at every language table, you have a native speaker to practice with.
Wow.
So you learn the language through the culture and through discovering the person behind it, which is our way basically of breaking culture and social barriers and bringing people together and improving society.
Wow. First of all, I love this concept. And let me just tell you, I studied French for 6 years, and I can't. I don't even know how to say my name. You know, I have a French name, just doesn't work. I don't know how, I can't even put a sentence together. So I come to your event and I go, you know, to the French table. There's a native French speaker, and how does it work? Does she just start a conversation with me?
Yeah, so the events are very, very kind of freestyle in a way. So you come, you have the French native speaker to speak with, and it just goes very naturally. You just start speaking, and she's there. You have an ambassador at every table, so she's there to correct you. But we also have a new concept that we just launched that also gives a bit more organization and basically what's going on inside. It's a bit more organized. It's a language immersion experience. So it takes the concept that we have in the events in a smaller group. And much more, basically it's more specific because every meeting in this immersion experience brings you another element of the culture. One is about movies, one is about music, one about food.
And these aren't the big events. These are the small meetings.
This is basically a course style, but the idea is that we come to change it. We want to do this better. We want to create an actual immersion. So you learn in that group. you learn the language with native speakers. So
I'm loving
instead
this.
of only having the teacher who's the native speaker, basically you're learning about, let's say that you're learning Hebrew, learning about Israeli movies, Israeli books, Israeli culture, together with Israelis, and the whole learning process is a full immersion, basically.
And so let's say, so you're talking about the smaller meetings, this is the new concept. So how many people per meeting? Because, you know, sometimes you'll go to an ulpan and there'll be like 30, 40 people and people have questions and nobody gets to you, you know?
Definitely, that's one of the points. It's up to 10 people.
Oh, wow,
not more
amazing.
than that. And every group is basically focused on 2 languages and 2 cultures. So it's half, let's say the next group that we're opening in 2 weeks is French and Hebrew. So half of it are French native speakers who want to improve their Hebrew.
And then
the other
the
half,
opposite.
exactly.
Wow, I
so
love
we do
that.
half. Half we speak only French, half we speak only Hebrew. And that way they help each other also in the learning of it.
So, first of all, where can people find you? You know, like, where can they sign up? And can you sign up for more than one meeting? Like, if I want to learn also French, but also Italian.
Okay, definitely. So first of all, the events, the weekly events, they're completely, basically, people can join one event and then the next one not come.
Okay.
They can also buy a 10 entrance card, 5 entrance card, and be like a loyal member.
Yes.
And that you can see all the information on our website and on our Facebook page.
Okay,
so
great.
fluentlv.com.
Amazing.
And the immersion experience, that's more of a long-term commitment because it's a bit more serious. It's a 10-week thing. So that you would have to sign up in advance. We check that your level fits for the group. And you can also get the information on our website.
Amazing. So thank you so much, Jessica. I'm
Thank
definitely
you.
going to participate. I have 6 years of French under my belt, and I just need to practice with somebody,
That's
right?
what you need. You should come.
That's just what I do. So thank you so much, Jess.
Thank you.
So, whether you're Jewish or not, whether you speak Hebrew or not, Fluent TLV offers you a platform to learn about both the culture here in Israel, the language, and so much more. Make sure to check out their website for more information. So to kick off today's episode, we're starting with some music. My first guest in the studio started his career making covers for songs he loved. He started making videos in the army with some friends and slowly made his way to writing and producing his own songs. He's made quite a name for himself, especially on Instagram and from the girls. Just can't get enough. But before I introduce, check out one of my favorite videos of his.
Baby, I like your grips on your waist from way back there. You know that I don't play, streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back to one piece. I pray, that's why I need a one dance. Got Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. High up I was thinking, hold on me.
Okay, so we were just dancing a little bit. Ido Dankner, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. That, like you just said, was an old video compared to the stuff that you're doing now.
Exactly.
But one of my favorite songs, I love, you know, the collaboration with Sagi Beatboxer. He's great. But before we get started, tell me how you got started.
So I got started, I was in the military band. So do you know Pestigal?
Yes.
So I was like one of the Pestigal Israelis, like little kids that were performing when I was like...
so you were the little kid in the Pestigal.
Yeah, when I was 7 years old and when I was 10 years old. And then I started dubbing, but I went to the high school and everything. Then I went to the army, to the military band. Did a couple of covers, and
that's how it started, right?
That's
like
how it started, the covers.
Because the covers, you do them in your own unique way. You know, you make a little twist to it, whether you do it acoustic or beatbox or whatever it is that you're doing. So you make your own fun cover to it.
Yeah. I'm trying to make especially every cover, especially the songs that I love, which is like one dance or like a couple of mashups that we did together. We were trying to come up with like really original stuff and to post like some good content and not just like me singing the regular things.
Right. So 2 questions for you. Obviously, there's way more, but this is what I really want to understand. Where is the English from? Because you're Israeli. We talked about this on the phone. I'm confused. Are you Israeli? Are you American? Where's the English from?
Okay, so I'm Israeli 100%. Like I was born and raised in Israel. Since I was young, I listened to American pop music.
Right.
My sister, who's older than me, she actually lives in New York right now. So she heard like Britney Spears and will.i.am and I don't know, those kinds of people when I was hearing that from the other side of the room. And then I discovered this kind of music that I actually really loved. So I didn't know anything about English, but I don't know, I heard a lot from the music and from listening to TV shows.
Picked up on the lyrics and stuff like that. Yeah, TV shows. I feel like a lot of Israelis get their English from TV shows. So you started as covers, and where did that transition to, you know, writing your own songs, you're producing your own songs. How does that work?
Right. So I started doing the covers right after the military band, and then I was kind of lost. I was like, okay, so what do I do with this? I want to be a singer. I want to be a song. I didn't know actually that I was going to be a songwriter. I didn't know that I knew how to do this, because
you knew you had the talent of singing, though.
Yeah.
You got that, right?
No,
you know you're talented, right?
It's not that I knew. It's just like, okay, so I posted some things when I was in the military, and it kind of like blew up on social media, and I didn't even expect that, you know, because no one else was actually doing that. So. Not in Israel.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's just see how it goes. And then it started like getting more and more and more reviews. And then I was like, okay, so what do I do now? So I was trying to write some songs in Hebrew. I couldn't do it. I don't know why.
It didn't work for you.
It just didn't work. I don't know why. But then I had some heartbreak, which is like a very sad story. But I'm over it.
Yeah. But we're over it. We put it in the music, and that's how that goes, right?
Exactly. So after this heartbreak, I was like, okay, I have this melody in my head. I have this lyrics in my head, and I was starting to write. And then it, like in English, it just worked out perfectly.
And so English you connect to more, you feel like you can really pour your heart out into English.
Exactly.
And so what kind of songs do you really do? Like, what's your genre of music? What are the lyrics that you're talking about? Clearly one of the songs is about the heartbreak, right?
Yeah, for sure. The song itself that I wrote about the heartbreak is called One Night.
Okay.
Which is like about
that night.
Yeah, that night.
Okay.
But it's an emotional ballad song that I'm saving for a special time in my life. But for now,
amazing.
I'm trying to work on more and more and more poppy songs, and very uplifting and very like up tempo. And I was discovering, so when I got out of the military band and when I got out of the army, I had a shoulder surgery. After that, I was like, okay, so there's much wider world than just in Israel that I want to experience. So I was traveling around New York and around a little bit of Miami, a little bit about. I went to LA. Then I discovered that all the music industry is in LA.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's my place to live. That's where I need to find the people to work with. So I didn't only want to work with people in Israel about producing songs and about writing songs that I'm not 100% sure about, because I'm very perfectionist.
Yeah.
So I went back to I went to LA. I met up a lot of people, songwriters, met up with labels, met up with producers, and we worked on a bunch of songs. And yes, that was.
And Back Home that's where it led to your new single, right? Why don't you tell us about Back Home a little bit?
Okay, so first of all, I'm super excited about this song.
Yes.
I've been working on that with Marky Style, which is he's actually also an Israeli who he's a producer, lives in LA too.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really, really cool. He's honestly, I think he's a genius. And we wrote the song together with another friend of mine, really close friend of mine that works, he's a songwriter with Warner. Casual.
Yeah, you could just like slide that into the conversation and make that really casual. Warner, okay.
Okay, yeah. And then we wrote the song together. We produced it a lot. We worked on that a lot in the studio. And after.
So the song is airing soon. You guys are dropping the song soon. And then the music video, I saw that you guys were filming it, recording it, but that's only coming out in a few weeks, right?
Right. So the song is coming out on June 22nd. And the first week of July, I'm not going to announce it yet.
Yes, not yet. We don't have that big of a scoop yet. Okay.
But the music video is gonna be dropped really soon in a couple of weeks. I'm super excited about everything that's been going on. It's coming out with a company that it's with Warner.
Yeah, which is
brothers.
a huge deal.
It's a huge deal, especially for me, because that has been my dream, you know, to be with a very big label. And
is that your dream, or was American Idol your dream?
Oh,
because I had to slide that in somewhere before we had to end this interview. Was American Idol on there? Tell us about that experience.
Okay, so I was in LA for like almost a year,
right?
And I met up some people, and then American Idol, the actual page, the official page on Instagram started liking my posts. And I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I looked at my DMs and I saw that they were sending me, and also on my email, they were sending me emails.
Come audition.
Yeah, come to audition and everything.
Yeah.
So I went to audition to the executive producers. and I passed that, and then I went to the official day, and I sang in front of Katy Perry and Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan.
So insane.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. And also, I was doing it with another friend who was doing the guitar for me. I got 3 yeses, which is super cool.
Of course you got 3 yeses. You wouldn't be on the show if you didn't get 3 yeses, okay? Because you're talented and amazing and such a cool guy, so down to earth, and clearly not American. You're Israeli, just for all those confused fans out there, okay? So thank you so much. I can't wait. We have to bring you back on the show to talk to you about your next single.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
So thanks so much, Ido, for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys this because I'm sure you probably already fell in love with this guy, but make sure you're following along on Ido's Instagram page to hear all his latest songs, and especially back home, his new single, Keep Up With What's Next. Thanks so much for watching some of the best of Israel in Style. There are, of course, so many more people I would have liked to include, but I guess you'll have to wait and see the next best of episode. Make sure to check us out on our ILTV YouTube page for the latest episodes of Israel in Style that you may have missed. Have a stylish and fabulous week, everyone. Bye-bye.